All right, the question of the day. Can you work at home and shower? Yes! That's the best part about having a home business. You can shower, you can brush your teeth, you can brush just your upper teeth, have lunch, and then brush your lower teeth. You can go to the bathroom and relax and feel good. Accidentally put on some music or maybe something in the background to distract you, but you got to go like this. Because it's easy to get distracted if you have a home business. Okay? I've had several home businesses, and boy, I'll tell you what, fighting the distraction bug, wow, that can really be a pain in the butt. But the more you do it, and if you have success, like a $5 bill, a $20 bill, once you make a $100 bill and maybe attain 500 to 1,000, you know how exciting that is? Because you made it at home. You didn't have to like get dressed and take a shower, wear a towel on your head like this and do your makeup. I didn't even have to shave. My Colonel Sanders beard, which is the same color as Colonel Sanders. But anyway, it is amazing to work at home. I think the freedom, but it's just so satisfying if you make your first buck. I honestly believe that most people that will look into LiveGood or get to my video have struggled. They've tried an MLM business like an Avon, an Amway. Maybe they actually even tried to buy something wholesale and sell it just on eBay. Maybe you brick and mortar store. Thank goodness for those. But boy, with that darn pandemic and the way that things have been the last couple of years, it's very risky to, start a brick and mortar store. And if you do, that's awesome. But if you want to work at home and wear a blue towel on your head, this business is so for you. I'm not kidding. This is like the most amazing business. I am not an MLM guy. I am not the direct marketing guy that works for Avon, and I don't knock on doors and sell vacuums and then invite friends and family over to pretend to really want to know what they're doing, and then I puke all over them with my new shiny opportunity about it could be long distance, it could be 5 cents off this or 2 for 1. You remember, was it called Happenings books? Do you remember those? It was like a big, thick, massive book. It was like $25, and there was $7 million of coupons in that book. $7 million. And I'll tell you what, it was an act of gosh to try to sell one of those books. Even though you could save or even get, that book, you could have $7 million cash in it. And if I called someone up and said, hey, I've got all these coupons for $7 million cash for $25, and they still would hang up on me. So, yeah, when it comes to home-based business or MLM or LMNOP, what a pain in the ass these companies are. This company, LiveGood, is the Uncola of MLM. When you put MLM upside down, isn't it W almost LW? That's how I look at LiveGood. I've never been interested in an MLM direct marketing type of company. So when I got involved with LiveGood, I was actually just enjoying the products. I'm a big fan of the Super Greens and the Super Reds. And you guys can look at all the great products on your own time. But once I found out that I can just simply point to a web, a domain, click something, just go to pleasewatchvideo.com. When I found out that is basically the task of what I got to do. At McDonald's, I worked there 3 hours back in the early 80s, like 40 years ago, and I got fired after 3 hours because I talked too much. So I got into radio the last 30 years. But anyway, you've got to practice. You got to get good at all these things. Sometimes you got to go to college. Oh my God, it's really a nightmare sometimes to do what you want to do or be what you want to be. And if you're young, watching my video right now, that's awesome. If you got to go to college, or maybe you're going to the military to save up money for this, or you want to be a pilot, a lawyer. But if you want to own a home business, No overhead, no product. You don't have to do no shipping. It's not a product that's going to be dated like snow shovels. Obviously, in the wintertime, you might sell a couple, but in the winter or summertime, you're not going to sell nothing. But when it comes down to LiveGood, it's like a triple, it's just a win-win-win. And what I mean by that is the products, they're wholesale, they're timeless, they don't have a season, they're not going to go out of fad. And if you want to use them, you got 90 days to use them up and get your money back. Wow. And to gain entrance into this badass store, the LiveGood realm, is only $10 a month or $100 for the year. Wow. Boy, that's shocking. It's so affordable. But if you want to do it as a business, and if you can get good just at one thing, shower first, get good at that. Use soap and shampoo, and then read the back of the shampoo bottle because it says lather, rinse, repeat. And my gosh, you better do that, because most people just lather and then they just get to the conditioner and then they're done. They don't repeat. So if you can shower and repeat and sit down, relax, get yourself a drink, get yourself a coffee, and get good at one thing, pointing people to certain areas. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, maybe just even business cards. I have business cards I make at Vistaprint. They're like $15, I think with shipping, maybe 20. I get a whole pile of them. And I just keep some in my car, some in my truck, some at my home, a couple in my wallet. And if I'm out on the streets of rock and roll after I dry my hair, and if I'm talking about something and it's relating to LiveGood, I don't sit and do a lot of talking. I used to in the beginning, but now I'm like, hey, you know what? I got an opportunity. Check this out. And on my business card, it just says, please watch video.com, or it might say, don't watch video. That's my smartass one. That's kind of cool. Or if I want to brand myself, just like you could, if you're not shy and you don't mind kind of using your real name and getting a little bit of trust on a video, which I think goes a long way. In my case, I bought joincorey.com. So what I do is I just say, go here, click this, and watch a 5-6 minute video. And if you're interested, I'll find out about it, because on the back office of my LiveGood website, I can see your name and your email address. And if you lock in, man, then the fun's going to begin. I might buy you a blue towel, because I think the group I'm going to form of LiveGood is going to be called the Blue Towel Brigade. And I mean it. There's the Avengers, there's Team America, there's all these cool things, but there's no blue towel group, I don't think, at LiveGood. And I might have to start it. But anyway, home business. No product, no shipping, no handling. You know what the best part is? Out of all the businesses I've owned, it was the employee factor. You can hire your relative, your best friend, and I'll be damned if they're not the ones that piss you off the most. But secretly, of course, if you get mad at your mom, you have to do it nonchalantly, and that's the biggest word I've said all day. But if you're watching my video, I think you can relate. If you can work at home and make some good money, that's pretty damn cool, especially in 2023. This company blows my mind away. I am not a guy looking for a new business. I've got other businesses and I make a pretty good living. But when I started taking the products, I appreciated just the wholesale of it. And when I found out for $40 I can make money, I went, okay, let's look into that. And I spent a week trying to tear this company apart. I wanted to hate it. I just wanted the products and move on my way. It's summertime soon here in Utah. I was polishing my motorcycles up, getting ready. But once I found out that I can open up a little division in this room where I like to build Legos and hang things on the wall, that I can just get a webcam, I can put a blue towel upon my head, and I can have fun just making little videos, placing little pictures here and there on TikTok, Instagram, maybe on this thing called Facebook. You might have heard about it. But if you guys can do that, and I know you can, because I get grumpy. I'm from the 60s. I get it. You sometimes date yourself going, those kids are doing the social media. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I bet you can. If you're watching me right now, you got all the skills that it takes to start getting a little bit of traction, a little bit of education, and learn how to have people come to you in this Live Good thing. Because all you got to do is see my eyes? I got 2 of them, I think. All you got to do is get people's eyeballs to look at something, and that's it. The company takes over from there. There's nothing else to do. If you try to do any more, it almost screws it up. So, for example, on my video, I like to scroll pleasewatchvideo.com. There might be a link underneath this video, which is kind of nice and snazzy. And I might talk a little bit about this and that with a little bit of humor, but that is it. There's nothing else. End of story. I'm done. After I hit stop on this video, I'm probably going to have Cocoa Pebbles. Thousands of calories and sugar. But thank God that I take Super Reds and Super Greens to offset it from Live Good. Because I'm one of those guys that do my best to keep in good shape. I'm knocking on 60. But my gosh, those Cocoa Pebbles, I don't know what's in them, but they're damn good. And so's our health products at Live Good, thank goodness. So anyway, just shooting a video. Normally I don't have something on my head like this. Usually I have a hat that covers my massive receding hairline. So thanks for watching. I know if you watch this long, you're going to be a good person, and just click the link below, pleasewatchvideo.com. And I hope you come aboard. I really do. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. It's affordable. Let me show you what I do. All the leaders. We've got some of the most amazing people with this company that do just little things. And that's all they do. They just get good at one thing, and they just let people come to them. There is no knocking on doors and selling vacuums. This is not an MLM like the old days. Otherwise, you wouldn't see my rock and roll butt with a blue towel screwing off on a web cam. I can have fun with this business and put some money in my pocket as well. Okay, thank you for watching my video. I'm going to go and do what a grown man should do. Put his shirt on and probably have some Cocoa Pebbles. Okay, thanks for watching my video, guys, and we'll see you soon, okay? Thank you.